Good evening, Beer Fan TV. Hello, welcome. This video is a little bit different. It is just another little ramble, little chat, chinwag, what you want to call it, at the bottom of the bar, bottom of the garden. And I thought, not done a beer review in a couple of weeks because I've had loads going on with work and other bits like that. But I have done a few other little bits in the bar. There's been a new keg released on the Perfect Draft. I've actually ordered some kegs on the Perfect Draft as well. So I've got those comments. So I thought I'd share those with you. And I'm drinking Spaten out the Perfect Draft. It's the last of the Spaten Oktoberfest. I did plan on doing another review video on it, but I kind of thought timing with it being released. I don't know if it's even available now in the Perfect Draft shop. So I thought not many people are probably going to want to watch it. We'll probably wait and probably order it in again next year, and we'll wait till then. So I guess what else has been going on? I managed to get the last of the beer from Aldi's, the last of their, the last two bottles of the Benedictine Hell from this year's October Fest stuff from Aldi, and I thought these actually were the best ones that they had. Obviously, apart from the Paulaner, of course, but I thought of the speciality beers that they brought in that aren't known, of course, like Paulaner. They were probably the better ones of the bunch. So I've got the last those two. What else have I done? Found a brilliant find on Facebook Marketplace. Coca-Cola mirror. Look at that. Got the reflection of the dartboard in there. But yeah, Coca-Cola mirror. Have a guess how much I paid for it. Comments below. I'll take the end of the video. And I'm going to have got a lovely space for it. It's literally going to go right there. And what I'll do is I'll do another little bar tour because I have had some new pictures and little moves around, and so I'll do a little bar tour coming up soon. But comment below what you think I paid for it. Facebook Marketplace. At the end of the video, let's see who is closest to the pin. There's nothing stopping you from adding the comment later on, but play the game if you want. So beer deliveries. There has been a new keg released this week. I saw the message coming up on my email, and I saw Perfect Draft. And I thought, new keg release. I got a bit excited until I saw it was Old Speckled Hen. So I thought, was there another beer they could have released potentially? But it's another supermarket beer, isn't it? And I also think as well, from looking at the Facebook comments, I believe that it's not even the same Old Speckled Hen that used to be over 5%. It's now the 4.8, I believe. But I actually had a bottle of it not so long ago. I got some Tesco water. The 3 for £6 malarkey. I chucked a bottle on there just to try it because I was just trying different things. And out of the bottle, I didn't think it was that great. So would I go out and buy a keg for £36.90? Probably not. But considering what some of these kegs have been released at the moment, especially that Peroni, £36.90 is probably a welcome price reduction, isn't it? You've also got as well Black Friday deals on the Perfect Draft machines. I can see that 45% off. That's the new Philips machine. And my understanding is, from what I've seen, it's very similar to the old style machine. I had one. They keep the temperature at 3. They serve everything at 3. If you're only drinking lagers, run with it. But if you're having ales and other things that you want to have a little bit warmer, you're going to need that machine so you can change the temperature on it. I think that's the only real major difference. But also, I think these ones cool a little bit better than the old style Philips. I don't know if this has changed, or I don't know if this has still got the plate in the bottom, the cooler plate. Who knows, or heater plate, whatever you want to call it. They've still got some deals on the Black Friday stuff. I'm acting like I work for Perfect Draft. I don't. But there's still some bits on there. There's some pretty much good deals to be had. Everything else like that. But for me, Old Speckled Hen release, not massively excited. I did actually get myself an order of some beers that came in the Perfect Draft. They're down there, but I won't lift the kegs up. And I got some. I normally wait until I see a deal that I think, do you know what? That's a good deal. Let me order it. And occasionally they will do sort of 2 for 55, 2 for 60. But I managed to get a keg of Vocation Hop, Skip and Juice and a keg of Ninscassi French IPA. I've obviously had the Vocation in can, but I've not had the French IPA before. But I want to say it was about £60, I think, for 2. Or 65, but then I had some beer keg return. So important to return your kegs, guys, because leave your vouchers in there. When a good deal comes up, you can jump on it and you can use them to make it even cheaper. And you know what we all say, cheap beer is fantastic. But that's those. We've got those coming up on the channel soon for review. And I think I could probably do the vocation against a can. So we can have a look at that and see if there is a taste difference. Other than that, I am pretty well stocked at the moment on the Lauenbrau. I think I've got 2 of them left. I've got a Muhau, a Muhau. And I think I've got another one. I thought another one in the fridge. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I thought I did. I don't. Don't listen to me. I think I'm down to 5 kegs. But yeah, and then I've got a load of bottled beer left. Still got some Spatons, some Paulanas and stuff like that. Very similar to, I think, a lot of people, because this time of year, especially with Oktoberfest, a lot of the supermarkets have some pretty good deals, especially the German ones. So you end up stocking up loads of beer. And you've got your kegs, and Christmas is around the corner. So I've got myself pretty much A-OK ready to go with it. I've actually also got a 10-pack of Guinness Nitro Soda, so for £17 on Amazon. £17 for 10, which is cheaper than Tesco's. So jumped on that as well. So keep an eye on that. And I've actually still got my beer, but I don't know if you can see it down there. I've still got my beer box, the Fest version one from Lidl to consume yet. So I've got loads of beer. I'm just doing little bits with the bar. Yeah, other than that, it's just a catch-up video. Yeah, other than that, what else is going on? Refs slagging off football managers and being caught doing drugs. Literally 2 videos released in a week, weren't they? The beginning of the week, I think, was the video where that Paul Coots guy, I think that's how you pronounce his name, was caught recording with a friend, slagging off Jurgen Klopp. Wasn't happy the way he'd been spoken to. And then the guy next to him mentioned something about, Liverpool fans and stuff. And that didn't go down too well. And obviously, you're always going to kind of question, whether he's got an allegiance one way or another. And that doesn't help. And you had the cocaine video, not long after that, of him doing cocaine in a hotel room when he's supposed to be working in the Euros. So not good. Not a good look, really. Not a good look at all for this geezer. But I always think, what I don't understand is with the old VAR, I think the big thing is, how often do the players and the managers scream at the fourth officials and the refs? You're bound to get these refs, and that are bound to have favourites. They're bound to have certain teams or players or managers that they struggle with. And I think what you've got to do is, I think they've got to be a bit tougher. I thought there was a rule that had come in. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but I thought only the captain now can approach the ref. But I'm pretty sure in most games you'll see other players approaching the ref, and I think it should be like that. Very similar to rugby. No one crowds the ref. No one speaks out of line. There's no one screaming at the referee. There's none of that. And I think they need to do the same in football. I think if they did that, the referees would probably, very similar to, to Klopp. You're not going to have, referees that are going to be hating the guy. So it's going to make things a bit easier. And hopefully they're all going to get on a bit better. But I think that's probably one of the ways around it. But I always think with the VAR thing and those video referee and everything else like that, I'm not saying scrap VAR, but use it like rugby, TMO. Let the ref the game, and he calls in on the video when he needs help. So if it's in the penalty box and someone's gone in on someone, he can call up on the big screen. You can hear the ref. He can say, VAR, can you look at, I don't know, red 6? Can you give me some angles on red 6 going on blue 4? I want to see if it's a high tackle. And they can show it from different angles and then go, do you think it's a red? Yeah, I agree. Right, red card. And that's the way it should be. Let the ref manage it. The VAR doesn't get involved with nothing. Unless it's violent contact off the ball, VAR doesn't get involved. And offsides are done by the computer thing. They don't need the people there anymore. The geezer waving the flag. Don't need it. And I think there should be time limits. I think they've got 15 seconds to review something like a goal or an offside for them to turn around and say no, or even 5 seconds, 10 seconds even. And I don't think, the big thing is, you shouldn't have managers or refs 1 week reffing on the pitch and next week in VAR, because you get this thing where they're looking after each other and they're kind of making sure they're looking after their mate, which I don't think is the right way. I think you should have VAR refs and you should have pitch refs. Does that make sense? And they should be separate. They shouldn't be looking out for each other and trying to give each other an easy ride. So, yeah. Anyway, I've waffled on for too long. I've got to do a bit of tidying up in here. I'm going to try and hang my picture. Oh, how much did I pay for my picture? £25. Bargain, isn't it? Facebook Marketplace. So £25 for that. I've got to put some of this hefty string stuff on the back of it to hang it, because the string is actually broken and it's not too heavy, but it's glass. I don't want to break it. Mirror, should I say? Glass mirror. But other than that, guys, I'm going to do a video shortly, so keep an eye out for that one. Other than that, if you've watched this far, thank you, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.